girl meets someone she likes during a blind date and wants to move the relationship forward, what should she do? I've posted a lot of videos before saying that when a girl meets someone she likes, someone she's interested in, she absolutely should take the initiative. But so many girls have come to me. I don't know where you all are getting this from, and you've seen all kinds of toxic advice online from so-called bloggers and internet sources telling you that if a girl takes the initiative, she loses her value. Who told you that? Oh my God. All those so-called bloggers you're following are just teaching you how to play games. Let me tell you, sincerity definitely works, but you need to be clear about something. You're the one who's interested in the other person first. And this is even in the context of a blind date. Yet at this point, you still don't want to take the initiative. A lot of women think, even though I like you, you still have to pursue me. What kind of logic is that? That doesn't make any sense at all. As the saying goes, when a woman pursues a man, there's only a thin veil between them. If you're not unattractive, if your features are decent, your figure proportionate, and your family background good, then taking the initiative as a woman really works. I've had many men ask me why they ended up with their wives, and it's because out of all the women, their wives were the most proactive. A lot of men end up going along with it, half willingly, half reluctantly. Of course, if you're not good looking, there's really nothing you can do about it. If a girl isn't attractive, it just doesn't work. And for unattractive guys, no matter how hard you pursue, it's useless. But as long as you have some attractiveness and you take the initiative, I'm telling you, it's extremely effective with men in today's online environment. Why is that? Because a lot of guys these days don't want to be simps anymore. They don't want to be the ones always taking the initiative. So for those men who are actually pretty decent overall, if you're still fantasizing about just passively waiting for them to pursue you, it's not going to happen, girls. Think about it. When you're faced with a good job opportunity, a great position, or anything else that's really desirable, let's be honest, even when you want to take a good spot for a photo, you have to go and claim it first. So why is it that when it comes to relationships, you suddenly become all reserved, following what those online influencers say about how a woman loses value if she takes the initiative? Can't you use your brains a little? Seriously, let me tell you, anyone who thinks that a woman loses her worth or will be taken advantage of just because she takes the initiative. Women who think like this, you're already putting yourself in a weaker position mentally. You're already a step behind others in terms of mindset. And why is that? Because only when you take the initiative into your own hands can you truly have control. If I pursue someone and succeed, I've gained something. Why? Because it's someone I like. If I don't succeed, at least I tried my best, so I have no regrets. I did everything I could and the rest is up to fate. I won't have any regrets. If I don't get the person, then so be it. How much is saving face really worth? Do you honestly think your pride is worth that much? Seriously, how much is your pride actually worth? A lot of people online are still looking for which influencer teaches tricks and strategies. They say, if someone likes you, you don't need to pursue them. They'll come after you. That's just ridiculous. Everyone's already reached the stage of going on blind dates. If a guy has reached the point of going on blind dates and his overall qualities are decent, then most likely it's because he's more passive and not that proactive. If he were proactive and had decent qualities, would it even be your turn? So to all the ladies watching, don't ever think, I'm a woman, so I should be the one pursued by men. It's fine if you're an absolute beauty, but if you're just average looking, just decent, and you still don't want to take the initiative with a guy you actually like, then what are you expecting? If you're not interested in a guy at all, let's be honest, if you don't like him, why would you even bother chasing after him? If you actually like this guy, but you still expect the guy you like to come and pursue you, it's the same as with a lot of dinner invitations. Whoever initiates the invitation should pay. But a lot of girls think, oh, for the first 3 meals, the guy definitely has to pay. Girls, get this straight. You're the one inviting someone else out. If you want to pursue this guy and you're the one asking him to dinner, what's wrong with picking up the bill? If you're the host but still expect the other person to pay, and you think that just because you paid or took the initiative, you're somehow at a disadvantage, yes. If you think like that, you really are in a weaker position. Because if you're always thinking passively, just waiting for others to make the moves, then you really are weak. Or to put it bluntly, you're a loser. Real hunters are always the ones who take the initiative and go after what they want. Absolutely. Let me tell you, in my own relationships, even if the guy was the one who showed interest first, in the end, the initiative was always in my hands. Why? Because I like to be in control of the whole situation. I like to set the pace, and I want things to develop the way I want them to, not just passively waiting for the guy to message me first or invite me out to eat. I've never been like some pitiful little puppy, just waiting for my owner to feed me or take me out. How could I be like that? Seriously, why don't you take the initiative and become the one in control? Why do women always have to passively wait for men? It's like begging a man, saying, "Oh, please hurry up and message me. Please invite me out somewhere." No way. I'm telling you, this kind of passive waiting mentality is really a weak mindset. It's the same for both men and women. You need to keep the initiative in your own hands, especially when you're dealing with someone you actually like. What does it mean to be a simp? A simp is someone who clearly knows the other person isn't interested, who has already received clear signals of rejection, but still shamelessly keeps pursuing them. That's what being a simp means. Everything else is just called actively pursuing someone. For example, I invite someone out and they agree to come. I chat with them and they respond enthusiastically. I'm just the one who made the first move, so what? But this kind of thinking has really tripped up a lot of girls. After reading all that toxic advice online, they just sit there passively waiting. Honestly, a lot of girls have this mindset of, "I'm giving you a chance, so you should come pursue me." Who do you think you are? If the other person has such great qualities, why should he chase you? Many high-quality guys have no shortage of people pursuing them. Even if you want to pursue them, you must be proactive to win over a great guy. Yet many girls still expect these high-quality men to turn around and chase them. Girls like this honestly deserve not to get good guys. Really, let me tell you, a lot of women who end up with great men, it's not because they're especially beautiful or because they know a bunch of tricks. First, it's about being genuine. Second, it's about being proactive. Third, it's about being confident. I'm straightforward. If it works, great. If not, then just let it go, right? But think about it from another perspective. If all the girls around you have the same passive attitude as you, then if you take the initiative, aren't you doing something that other girls aren't willing to do? If you do what others won't do, you can get what others can have. Men others can't win over. It's that simple. So I hope that those of you who still think, "Oh, if I take the initiative, I'm lowering my value," can quickly adjust this kind of weak mindset. When it comes to guys you like, job opportunities you want, or things you're interested in, you must take the initiative and put the power in your own hands. That's what a truly independent woman thinks. It's not about saying, "I want to be an independent woman," on one hand, while on the other hand, just waiting for a guy to pursue you. If you like someone but still expect them to chase after you, how is that being an independent woman? That's just song.